Hi guys, welcome back to Chop's Garage, and we're out at the old faithful Fiat 500X with Mrs. Chops to go and pick up another subscriber's car. We're heading out quite close to home today to Ilfracombe to pick up a car I haven't sold before, never done one of these, so it's going to be an interesting one for me, a Kia Soul. I hear the market for them is pretty good, but I know, little bit nervous. It's an Inferno, so it has some graphics up the side of it, which I think are going to be a bit Marmite. But let's get there and have a little look at the car and see what we think. And then if we do buy, we'll get you a walk around video. So guys, we bought the Kia Soul thanks to Richard, the subscriber that put me onto it. Turns out Richard and I actually worked in my previous corporate job together. So that's how Richard knew me, and obviously it actually turns out that he watched the channel and then recognised the voice, and then saw one of the few videos I was on camera and recognised that we used to work together. So yeah, that was really cool. Thanks to Richard again for putting me onto the car. It was his in-laws car. Unfortunately, poor health means they can't drive any longer, and they wanted a a quick and simple sale, too many tyre kickers kind of thing. So we agreed a price. Yeah, I'm out and about in it, so we shall see how we get on with it. It's so far seems a lovely little drive. It's really well kitted out, but I've got to go and take Mrs. Chops now for some lunch because she's been sitting around for an age while Richard and I were catching up, and she's also to drive through this horrible weather, so I need to go and treat her to some lunch, and then when we get the car back to the unit we'll do a little walk around on it and see what we can do. Massive thanks to all of you that have been emailing me and offering me cars. Some of you are way up country and it just doesn't financially stack up with the transportation and so forth. Not all the deals pan out, but I really appreciate you all contacting me and making the offer. It's my first time driving a Kia Soul. I've never driven one before, as I said, never sold one, don't know an awful lot about them, but I will say it's a nice drive. This little diesel is punchy, lots of torque, but quite quiet. The noise is sort of hidden from the cabin. It's got loads of kit in it. We'll have to go through that later on. This is absolutely fully loaded, guys. It's got loads of kit in it, which is really nice. I'm enjoying the heated seat right now in this weather, and it's quite a funky looking little thing. So yeah, so far so good. It's just had a brand new advisory free MOT, so that's great, and the last few MOTs I think have been advisory free, so that's a big positive. And we do have some service history. I'm not quite sure how much yet. We're going to go through that in detail a bit later on. So guys, it's been a few days since I bought the Kia Soul, and I haven't got around to doing a walk around video on it yet. As soon as I got back with the car, I got really busy. I did drive it home and back myself, I think a couple of times. I'm really impressed with it. It's a really nice drive. Here in the southwest, when you're bombing up and down the lanes, it's really nice to have something that's that little bit higher, allows you to see a bit further ahead down the lane, over the edge of hedges and so forth. It's obviously not massively tall, but it's just tall enough to give you a bit more advanced view of the road. And it drives really nice. That 1.6 diesel is punchy, it's got loads of pull. You don't have to change gear too often in it. It's got the 6-speed, so you get the economy out of it, a bit like the Seed Estate we've got out there, which I've got a story to tell you about in the next video. And it's really well kitted out. And even with these relatively low profile tyres, it rides really nicely. I'm not a big fan of low profile tyres. I know they're not that low profile on this, but I like to have more chunky rubber for our lanes. But it actually rides quite well even with the alloys on it. All I've done is thrown a bucket over since I've had it in, so I do need to get it polished and get it up for sale because it's pretty much retail ready. It's got an advisory free MOT on it. I'm going to do a service on it. It's chain driven, so just an oil and filter service, and then clean the interior. But luckily on this one, from what I've seen so far, there's no paintwork for me to do. So we'll have a quick look around the car. Looking down the sides of it, it's ding free. There's obviously some hefty bump strips down there. I haven't given this a polish yet, by the way. It's only had basic rinse off, hence why there's still dirt on it. So the plan for today before I got waylaid with something else as well, was to get it retail ready. But yeah, no dings down the side, which is nice. Corners of the bumper are good there. We've got front parking sensors. Corner of the bumper here is good, no dings there. Down this side, we're straight as well. It's really nice. And the corner of the bumper's good here, which I'm really pleased about paintwork wise, because I don't know where I'd get the graphics kit from. As I think I said to you, I was a bit in two minds about this. I thought this graphic kit would be really Marmite and I might struggle to sell the car. But I've had pretty much unanimous feedback, specifically from ladies, that they really like it. In fact, when I pulled up in it, the next door neighbour unit came out straight away to ask how much it would be, because her husband had given her a budget to buy a car. Unfortunately, not enough for this particular one. Mrs. Chops absolutely loved it as well. She said that if it had been newer than hers, or at least the same age as her 500X, she'd have had it, but she doesn't want to go down in age, which I disagree with her on, because we could cash in on her car and put her in something a bit cheaper, but there you go. But yeah, she really liked it. So yeah, it's had really good feedback. As I say, I was a little bit nervous about it. I was a little bit cautious. Apologise to Richard for being a little bit cautious when he first approached me with it, because no experience of these before. And like I say, you know, with the graphics on, normally I avoid anything with graphics on, because you've got to find that right person for it. But drives absolutely perfectly. Brilliant drive, lovely drive, really smooth. You know how I can get in a car and normally say it needs this, it needs that, it needs the other. Doesn't need anything. Like I say, advisory free MOT. It's really nice. So I think this is, oh, I haven't covered that yet, have I? This is a Kia Soul Inferno. This, I think, is the name of it. 2013. I think we've got 50 odd thousand miles on it, so low miles on a diesel. Sorry if I've covered that already. We've obviously got these nice alloy wheels. They're not cleaned yet. I haven't cleaned them. They do have some oxidization around the sides here where it's bubbling underneath the lacquer. I'm in two minds as to whether I do anything about that at all. It's got the feel of one of those jobs where if I start messing around with it, it could go Pete Tong quite quickly. And I could end up having a very expensive repair on my hand, because I could try and take this off with a fibre wheel, but if I catch the corners of these bits here at all and I have to repaint all of this again, it's diamond cut from factory. Diamond cut is going to be about £500 to do all the wheels. I don't think anyone is going to give me the £500 extra for a 2013 car to have them diamond cut. I could spray the wheels completely black, but then again, if someone's looking at another special edition one and they've all got the silver surround on them, then I think that may put them off. Comment down below, I'd be interested in your thoughts on that. You know, scuff it down, get that lacquer off, and then just spray them completely black. Try and get the flaking lacquer off with something, or just leave well enough alone. It's difficult to tell now whether they're dirty. I'll try and clean it up so they can get a better look on it. So yeah, you've got all the chrome trim down the side. You've got keyless entry on this, so you just have to have the keys in your pockets. You've got a push button there. So nice, really nice spec, this, really nice spec. You've got the satin sort of finish rails at the top here, all chrome door handles all the way around, chrome surrounds around the rear lights. We do have a tow bar on it, which I know will set some of you mad. I need to get the key for that. I'm missing the key for that, but I think I'll take that off before sale. I don't think it's had a hard life. I think Richard will probably be able to confirm that in the comments, that it's I don't think it's not been towing a caravan around left, right, centre. In fact, I think this has been sitting, I think he said, for quite a good number of months. It just wasn't getting used due to ill health. So yeah, really, really nice looking on that side of things. Up round the front, you've got the chrome surround around the grille there, and then the gloss black at the back, at the front there. I say parking sensors front and rear on it. So if we have a hop inside, hopefully there's enough light for you guys to be able to see. We've got all round electric windows, we've got electric mirrors, we've got black leather, which is all in really nice condition. We've got cruise control on the steering wheels, and it is proper cruise control, guys. I'm not getting mistaken like I did with my Micro outside. We've got Bluetooth for your phone, and we've got stereo controls there. Oh. If we hop inside here, we've got nice leather trim steering wheel. All this is in great condition, there's no wear. I say it's only done about 50,000 miles. 6-speed gearbox. We've got heated seats, which has been particularly nice in this weather, probably one of the reasons I drove it around a lot. Air conditioning, auxiliary input for the stereo. Really nicely kitted out. We've got this funny little button down here that allows you to adjust, when you've got music playing, lights on the speakers that go different colours. Now this one isn't working, that one is. I'm not going to do anything about it because I had to play with it and it was a nice little idea at the beginning, but when I was driving along in the dark, all I could see out the corner of my eye was the passenger footwell glowing loads of different colours and doing that. It was quite distracting, so actually I don't think it's a particularly good idea to have it on, and I'm not going to rush about sorting out why this side isn't working unless this side never had it for safety or something like that. I don't know, I haven't had a chance to have a look up of it. It's got a big old speaker in the centre here as well, either side there, so they are quite focused on the music on it on this side of things. But yeah, really nice, really nicely kitted out. Rear leather seats. Again, all the seats in here, I know it's dark, it's hard for you to see, but all the seats are immaculate. There's no tears or marks on the leather at all. There's, you know, general sort of dirt kicking around, footwells and stuff like that, but it's not going to need much of a clean. Into the boot. We've got the traditional little bit of lacquer peel on the Kia badges, they go quite a lot. So there we have the boot, it's got its little cover on it. Again, just needs a little hoover out. I'm not sure, I think there's another spare wheel kit underneath this, isn't there? There we go, there's a full-size spare wheel down there, then the false bed, and then it's over the top. 60-40 split on the seats there. So overall, really nice condition, isn't it? A huge amount of work for me to do here, especially as they put that MOT on it and made sure it was advisory free, so that's good to go. Let's have a quick look underneath the bonnet. As I say, it's not a piece of stock I'd be looking for at all. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to look for one of these. And it's probably more money than I'd normally spend on one of these, and it's going to be one of the higher priced cars that I sell. 1.6 16 valve diesel, all clean and tidy under here. I have given it a good jet wash off, but it was just covered in a bit of dust. That runs like an absolute champ, no problem at all. Chain driven, so no cam belts to worry about on these. Tough little engines. All of you that have written in comments about the Seed I've got with the same engine have really raved about it. Like I say, it's due. I've got some service history with it. I do need to go to Kia and try and find some more, but I've got about 3 services more recently with it, and the last one was done a year ago, so it's due to have another one now. Which again, like I say, being chain driven is just on and filter. So let me just remind myself of what these are going for, so I can let you know that, because I've completely forgotten. Oh, I didn't confirm the mileage with you, did I? So it's keyless, so I just pop the key down there, hit the start button there, just make sure the clutch is in. So it starts like a champ. 51,690. So low mileage for a diesel, 2013 diesel. So Auto Trader puts the retail for the car at 6,526. I'm not entirely convinced by that. Let's have a quick look at what they're selling for. So okay, nationally for a Soul that's 2013 with a maximum of 60,000 miles. All these are at 50 to 50,000 miles. They are around about what Auto Trader's saying there. Whether they're selling for that price or not, I'm not sure. That's an automatic. That's a manual. That's 6.1. And that one's a manual, and that is 6.5. My personal viewpoint is that I would probably 5,995 that. I don't know how popular. I really don't know. This is one of the ones that I could sit on for months, or the phone could start ringing. It's a difficult one to say. It really is. It's one of those ones where until I've sold one, I'm not really know what the market for them is. I'm told that people like them and they sell well, and clearly there's not a huge amount in the UK at the moment. This is national, so if I take this down to 100 miles of me, I don't seem to be travelling more than 100 miles. Yeah, we're down to the same car, just one other car. Mine's got lower mileage. It's got a longer MOT. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be one to see. We'll have to see together. Now, as I always say, I gave what Auto Trader said was the part exchange value for the vehicle, and I would put it up for slightly less than Auto Trader says. Well, quite a lot less, I guess, aren't I? I'm going to put it up for like £400 less if I 5,995 it. But it could be I could sit on it for months. It could be that it goes quickly. I just don't know at the moment. So all I could do was give the Auto Trader valuation for it for part X, and I'll have to see how it goes. It's a bit of an unknown for me. It's a higher price vehicle. Obviously, most of my stuff is cheaper, and the more expensive stuff takes longer to move. So it has to give a higher return. You know, there's a bigger investment in it. It's probably cost me, you know, more than double what a car would normally cost me to get in. And it'll be selling from double what I'd normally cost for a car to come in. So it needs to give me a good return. Otherwise, the money would be better invested in a number of smaller cars. But it seems a nice car. Seems a really nice car. And again, thanks to Richard for getting in touch with me first, rather than just going to We Buy Any Car or the local dealership. And we'll see how we get on with it. Comment down below. What do we think of the Soul? I'm interested in your comments and your feedback on them. Wonder if a few of them had. I think a few people have commented that they've seen it in the background, that they've had them and they're good cars. But yeah, just generally interested in what the general opinion. I have to admit, I was surprised when it came out at that kind of money. But then again, if you think a 2013 Fiat 500 with 50,000 miles on in lounge spec is probably worth $4.5 grand this day and age, and this is a lot more car for your money. So it does kind of make sense. At this moment in time, my only fear really with the market is that I end up getting burnt, that there is a severe drop due to cars becoming available easier again, energy costs, that perhaps the reason my small stuff is selling quickly, my small cheap stuff, is because that's what people are moving to, because of the difficulty in get hold of cars and the increase in cost of living. So things like this might be the things that move slower, but we'll have to see. Needs a proper valet first, that's for damn sure, before we start doing anything else, and we'll get some final picks up for it. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, guys. My email address and all that is on my YouTube channel page, so you can get all the information there if you've got a car to offer me. This one worked, like I say, because it was particularly close. A lot of the cars, it just doesn't work because you're just too far away, guys, and I have to offer you a couple £100 to £300 less because you're just so far away, unless you're bringing it to me. But really do appreciate all the offers of vehicles that I get, and yeah, it is really helpful to be able to get stock in at this moment in time. So thanks a lot. I'll catch you all again soon.